In the last lecture, before our Ganpati vacation, we have seen what are summing amplifiers. Now, what are the applications of summing amplifier? We will see now. We are studying op-amp applications, in which we have studied up to this point inverting and non-inverting amplifier. And one application of inverting amplifier, that is summing amplifier, which adds the voltages applied at the input. Now the applications of summing amplifier or modification of summing amplifiers are averaging and subtractor. Same circuit can be modified as averaging amplifier. As the name suggests, it takes the average of addition of all these voltages. So suppose V1, V2 and V3, these are the three voltages. Then its average will be addition divided by 3. The same circuit can be used. First, it will make addition, and if you choose properly the values of R1, R2, R3 and RF, then it will give you average also. Okay, because this gain of this circuit is minus RF upon input resistor. RF is the feedback resistor and RI is the input resistor. Their ratio will give you the gain of the inverting amplifier. And then in addition of this, V1, V2 and V3 will be there. So we can use this concept. This will be our output. So we can use this concept. So addition we are getting, no doubt. But what about this this denominator number? That can be adjusted with the help of this ratio. Okay? If you take the ratio as such as the number of inputs will be there, ratio should be equal to number of inputs. Like here three inputs are there. So the ratio is adjusted such that it should be 3 in the denominator, right? How it can be adjusted? If we take this Ri 3 times Rf, right? Ri equal to 3 times Rf. This Rf will be cancelled. 3 will be remain in the denominator. Don't worry about this inverting sign, negative sign. This will be out of the bracket. So addition will be there, no doubt, and divided by 3. This 3 will go inside and we will get divided by 3 in this equation, right? So our aim is to that we have to take care only that the ratio of Rf and Ri should be 3 times, right? That means Ri should be 3 times Rf. So suppose Ri, this Rf is 1K, then your Ri should be equals, all these input resistors should be equal, and it should be 3 times the Rf value, like in this example, right? 1K and this R1, R2, R3, these are 3 times Rf, 3K, right? Okay, so this way this Rf will be cancelled here and this 3 will come into denominator and you will get averaging amplifier. Okay, actually it is not amplified output, but just addition and divided by number of inputs, right? So it will give you average of the total voltages, right? So in mathematics, we can take average of 3 input voltages as in terms of mathematical equation, right? If I want 5 averages of 5 inputs, 2 more inputs I am adding here, like this. So R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. So what will be the value of Ri? Rf is 1k. What will be the value of Ri? कितनी होनी चाहिए? If 2 more inputs are added here, 3k चलेगा क्या अभी? Anybody can answer? R1, R2, R3 value क्या होनी चाहिए? R4 and R5. They should be equal, no doubt. Rf is 1k. And what is our aim? We want average of all these 5 voltages. This is our aim. So there should be 5 in the denominator. So what will be the values of input resistors? 5 times होना चाहिए ना, right? Nobody answers in your class. कोई तो बोलना चाहिए ना? Or you can write in the chat box. Input resistor should be 5 times output resistor, right? So what will be the value? 5k, right? किसने लिखा? मेरे यहाँ नाम नहीं आ रहा है.
Ma'am, Akhilesh.
Akhilesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right answer. Good. So it should be 5 times the feedback resistor, right? So 5 times means 5k ohm. Okay, so that Rf upon Ri will be, Rf कितना है? 1k. Ri कितना है? 5k. Because all are equal, we can take 5k. So 1 by 5 will be there and that 5 will go here, right? In the denominator. यहाँ पर Rf upon Ri है. ये रेशियो 1 by 5 आएगा तो आपको मिल जाएगा. That means input resistor should be 5 times feedback resistor, right? So that can be easily taken. We have to choose the right amount of right value of resistors, either input or feedback. Okay. Similarly, if there are 10 V10, 10 resistors, then what will be the value of input resistor? Ri should be 10k, 10 times feedback resistor. So not necessarily feedback resistor is every time 1k. For example, I have taken, if it is 2k, then accordingly you have to change your input resistors value, right? तो अगर ये 2k है तो ये आपका 20k होना चाहिए if 10 resistors are there, so that 2k upon 20k will be 1 by 10 and 10 will be here. Okay, so if you change your input feedback resistor, accordingly you have to change your input resistor value. So input resistor value depends on feedback resistor value. Okay, so this way this can be act as, yes, averaging amplifier. So same circuit is there, but values of input resistors and feedback resistors, they are carefully chosen. So what are the conditions here? All input resistors R1, R2 and so on, they should be equal in value, 3k, 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 right, like this. And the second condition is that the ratio of any input resistor to the feedback resistor should be equal to the number of input circuits, number of inputs here, right? Input voltages. That is the condition. So these two conditions should be followed. Then your summing amplifier works as averaging amplifier. Okay. Next is, it can be used as a subtractor. Subtractor means it gives you subtraction of two voltages. Okay, so where to again modify this circuit? Let us see how it can be modified. This is as a subtractor circuit. Now here you can see this one first circuit. If you see here, this is 10K and this is 10K, and input is applied to which terminal? Inverting input, inverting terminal. So this is inverting amplifier. First circuit is inverting amplifier, right? But their gain is -1, right? 10K 10K hai, so minus RF upon RI is the gain formula for inverting amplifier. तो कितना आएगा gain इसका? minus 10K upon 10K will be -1. So whatever input is provided, you are getting at the output, it's inverted because gain is 1. So output of first, I am writing V out 1. First op-amp is equal to gain is -1 multiplied by input. Input is V1, right? So minus V1 will be the first op-amp's output. So this will be minus V1 यहाँ पर. Now this will be the input to next circuit, which is nothing but summing amplifier. You can observe here, एक input है -V1, other input is V2, right? So deliberately we have changed the sign of first input. Okay, if you observe carefully the circuit, there are two blocks here. First block हमने क्या लिया? Inverting amplifier. Just to change the sign of first input. Otherwise दो input हमने लिए, उसका sign change नहीं है. पहले when we give the inputs to, when we apply the inputs to the circuit, the whole circuit, signs are same. Positive sign V1, V2 plus V1 plus V2. But we have changed the sign of first input, make it minus V1 by using this unity gain inverting amplifier. Why unity gain? Because gain is 1. And how it is achieved? By selecting the proper resistors value RF and RI. कहाँ पर? यहाँ पर 10K 10K same लिया, so that the gain is 1 -1. Gain is -1, that's why the sign of the input is changed, right? So this way we have changed first. In the first step, we have changed the sign of first input. It becomes -V1. Second input is V2. So this sign of second input is plus. Now we are adding these two inputs. Addition means summing amplifier we have to use. Okay, so you can see here, taking another color. So this will be your summing amplifier. First is inverting amplifier to change the sign of first input, and second block is summing amplifier, right? Now these two inputs, they will be added. Okay, so addition क्या देंगे आपको? -V1 plus V2, right? और gain हमने adjust किया. What is the gain? Because here we can see here RF2 is 10K and RI, R1, R2, here R2 and R3, because R1 we are using here. So R2 and R3, which are the input resistors of summing amplifier, they are same, 10K 10K. Okay, so the ratio will give you again 1. So RF upon RI will be 10K upon 10K, and that will be 1 only. So simply addition hoga, right? So our output equation will be gain is 1 So no need to write. So minus V1 plus V2 will be the equation, output equation for the second summing amplifier. Because इसका एक इनपुट माइनस V1 है, दूसरा इनपुट प्लस V2 है. So दोनों का एडिशन with gain 1. Okay. And if I am writing this first V2 because it is having plus sign, और जो माइनस वाला है वो बाद में लिखते हैं. So what is the output equation now? Difference of two voltages. उसमें से एक वोल्टेज हमने क्या लिया, माइनस करके ले लिया. अप्लाई करते वक्त पॉजिटिव ही है, बट ये सर्किट, दिस सर्किट विल एक्ट एज सबट्रैक्टर, होल सर्किट. ओके. So whatever knowledge we have acquired till now, we are using that knowledge. We have learnt about inverting amplifier, we have learnt about summing amplifier. We connect these two circuits by proper selection of input resistors and feedback resistors, right? And the whole circuit will act as subtractor, which will give you subtraction of two voltages. Now here we have taken V2 minus V1, but what if we want V1 minus V2? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? Yes, अखिलेश. अगर मुझे ये उल्टा करना है, then I have to apply V2 here, right? यहाँ मुझे V2 देना पड़ेगा और V1 यहाँ देना पड़ेगा, so that V2 का साइन चेंज होके यहाँ माइनस V2 आएगा. माइनस V2 आएगा मतलब my intention, result of this circuit will be minus V2 और V1 पॉजिटिव आएगा, right? आ रहा है समझ में? So
Yes, ma'am.
any order we can follow, just change the application of these inputs. You have to apply here V2 and V1 here. What if I want V1 minus V2 minus V3? तब क्या करना पड़ेगा? तीन इनपुट मुझे देने हैं. तब yes, anybody can answer? सिंपल है, वैसे ही करना है. एक और ओपैम आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा, है ना? 3 इनपुट्स है और दोनों का साइन चेंज करना है. तो V1 तो मुझे यहाँ रखना पड़ेगा जो पॉजिटिव है, बट V2 के लिए मुझे ये अरेंजमेंट करना है और V3 के लिए एक और ओपैम ऐड करना पड़ेगा, राइट? और उसका आउटपुट यहाँ देना पड़ेगा जो माइनस V3 रहेगा. आ रहा है कि नहीं समझ में? राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we have to change the sign of this by adding one more inverting amplifier, which will change, unity gain होना चाहिए वो भी, so that only sign change will be there. There will be no voltage modification. उसमें voltage को change नहीं करना है, only sign change करना है. So unity gain inverting amplifier can change the sign. Okay? तो इस तरह से आप किसी भी कितना भी लंबा इक्वेशन ले सकते हैं फॉर एडिशन ऑफ एनी साइन इनपुट्स, राइट? और सभी इनपुट्स आपको नेगेटिव चाहिए तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो सभी को आपको पहले साइन चेंज करना पड़ेगा बाय एडिंग 3. जैसे यहाँ माइनस V1 माइनस V2 माइनस V3, ऐसे तीनों इनपुट्स आपके माइनस ही है. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? जैसे यहाँ माइनस V1 किया, वैसे V2 को भी पहले माइनस V2 करना पड़ेगा और V3 को भी माइनस V3 करना पड़ेगा बाय एडिंग 2 more op-amps here यहाँ पे, एंड देन इट इज गिवन टू दिस R3 एंड देन R4 here, राइट? तो माइनस V3 यहाँ देख के फिर एडिशन आपको करना पड़ेगा. समिंग एम्पलीफायर यूज करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो दिस कैन बी योर प्रोजेक्ट टॉपिक. नेक्स्ट सेमिस्टर में आपको प्रोजेक्ट करना है, तो ऐसे 3 ओपैम लेना है और उसका सम करना है. तो ये भी एक आपका टॉपिक हो सकता है. ऐसे छोटे छोटे सर्किट्स आप ले सकते हैं और उसको कंस्ट्रक्ट करके मॉडल बन सकता है आपको, राइट. फिर ये बेसिक मॉडल बन जाएगा, फिर उसको मॉडिफाई कर सकते हैं आप, राइट, बाय चेंजिंग द साइन. तो थिंक अबाउट इट. नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर के लिए सर्किट्स आप चूज करके रख सकते हैं एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट वर्किंग फ्रॉम दिस सेमेस्टर ओनली. अभी तो आपको जो आई एम सो सॉरी, यू आर SY स्टूडेंट्स ना. TY में आपको TY फिजिक्स आप लेंगे तो आपको प्रोजेक्ट रहेगा दोनों सेमेस्टर में. तो छोटे छोटे सर्किट्स आप लिस्ट डाउन करके रख सकते हैं एंड यूज इट इन योर नेक्स्ट ईयर्स प्रोजेक्ट. तब आपको समझ में नहीं आता है कि प्रोजेक्ट क्या करो, मॉडल्स आपको बनाने होते हैं. सो ऐसे छोटे छोटे सर्किट्स आप चूज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, एंड वेरी इजी, और आपको आउटपुट डेफिनेटली देता है. So these are all about subtractor circuits. We will go ahead. Now op-amp integrators and differentiator. These are another applications of op-amp. Integrator, as the name suggests, it gives you integration of the input. Differentiator, it gives you differentiation derivative of the input. Okay, so necessarily you have to apply here AC, because DC का integration differentiation कैसा होगा, right? AC waveform you have to apply it at the input of integrators and differentiator, so that it will give you some modified waveform of these inputs. Okay, differentiation derivative of constant is 0, है ना. तो वो आपको कुछ नहीं देगा आउटपुट में, है ना, 0 देगा, 0 वोल्ट. वो तो कुछ काम का नहीं सर्किट, राइट. बट if you want to change the shape of any AC waveform, like sine waveform or triangular or square, then the shape of this can be changed with the help of this integrator and differentiator circuit. So wave shaping circuits में जहाँ changing of waveform is necessary when you want to have this ramp waveform, right, or the spikes like this, then in that case you will need these circuits. So let us see how these circuits will work. We have a mathematical derivation also. So these are the circuits. First circuit is op-amp integrator. This one. Here observe only two resistor components are there, resistor and capacitor, in addition to op-amp. This triangular is op-amp, triangular symbol. And at the input we have to provide one resistor. That means we have to connect a resistor here and apply some kind of waveform here. So if you apply square wave, you are getting triangular wave at the output. How it will give, I will explain. In the feedback path, instead of any resistor, we have to use capacitor. This capacitor will charge and discharge, and this way you will get output waveform. Charging of capacitor and discharging, charging and discharging according to the status of this square wave. High voltage, low voltage, high voltage, low voltage. That will charge and discharge of this capacitor. So this will give you alternate, you can say high rising and low rising, that means decaying. So this all happens due to the capacitor working. Capacitor either charges or discharges. Alternate charging and discharging will give you square. This one triangular wave. Generally, capacitor discharges slowly like this. So exponential waveform we should get. Okay, general waveform of capacitor is exponential charging and then slowly discharging, but exponential only. So decaying curve is like this, and this will be charging curve. But as we are providing here constant voltage, this is plus 5 volts, suppose constant voltage plus 5. So that's why the capacitor will charge constantly with constant rate. This is changing rate, exponential value, and this is constant charging value. So that's why we are getting, instead of this curve, we are getting straight line. Okay, no doubt charging will take place, but the sudden charge and with a steady rate will give you straight line. So that's why we are getting triangular, not sawtooth. This is called as sawtooth, SAW, sawtooth, like a tooth, right? So that's why it is called as saw. आरी आरी जो होती है ना काटने की, उसको ऐसे स्पाइक्स रहते, राइट? That's why triangular kind of spikes are there. So the name comes from there, saw, right? लकड़ी वगैरह काटने की रहती है ना आरी, उसको ऐसे दाते रहते हैं, ऐसे टूथ्स रहते हैं, right? So this teeth-like structure comes from that saw. So sawtooth waveform is like this, but this is triangular, which gives you steady rate. Steady rate comes from this constant voltage, because square wave is having constant voltage here for some time, then suddenly it goes to another voltage level. Generally we take this voltage level as 0. So 5 volt and 0 volt. Change of this level, but having constant voltage. 0 hai to kya hua, but it is constant, right? So that will give you discharging, right? Again, when it changes its level, it will charges. When it will remain constant, it will charge. Sudden change of level, it will discharge. Like this. This is the reason why we are getting the output waveform of integrator circuit, op-amp integrator circuit, as triangular waveform. Okay. Now we will see the derivation of op-amp integrator. It should give you, yes, this is the circuit. Output should be proportional to integration of input. Okay, for some time interval 0 to t, V in dt. Output is proportional to integration of input voltage with respect to some time interval 0 to t. Okay, so that we will see now. Now if you see the circuit, this is our circuit, op-amp integrator circuit. There is input resistor R and feedback capacitor C. So due to the applied input voltage, some current will flow, and that current will be equal to current through capacitor. So we can write I equal to IC, like the previous derivation, if you remember, for inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. We are going for the by the same manner. We write first equation for input current and feedback current. Because both the currents are equal, we can write I equal to IC. Why both the currents are equal? Because op-amp has very high input impedance. So no current goes inside the op-amp. All the current will pass through this feedback circuit. Okay, and this is negative feedback because it is applied to negative terminal, inverting terminal. So this is negative feedback. So everywhere we are using negative feedback. Why we use negative feedback? सब इसका reason हमने पहले ही पढ़ा है in the before your test. ठीक है? So I equal to IC will be the equation. So we have to find out what will be the equation for I. So equation for I will be this voltage difference, which is VI, and here suppose VA. Voltage at this A point is VA. So we can write VI minus VA, which is nothing but the potential difference, divided by the resistor. Which resistor? R. Right? VI minus VA upon R, where VA is the voltage at this point and which is nothing but 0 volt. Why it is 0 volt? Again, I have explained this in both the explanation of inverting and non-inverting terminal, because the other terminal is at ground. So by virtual ground concept, the voltage at the A terminal is 0. So VA equal to 0. So we have to substitute. So this will be left hand side of our equation. What is the right hand side equation? IC. IC is the capacitor current, and capacitor current is given by C dVc by dt. Okay, if you remember, you have studied it in first year, electricity and electrostatic portion. Okay, LR circuit, CR circuit, there you have studied what is the current flowing through the capacitor. It is given by the equation C into derivative of ddt of voltage across capacitor. Now voltage across capacitor, how we can calculate? Again, it is the difference between these two voltages, VA and V0, right? VA minus V0. So we can write where VC equal to VA minus V0. Okay, so VA on why V0 minus VA नहीं होगा? उल्टा क्यों नहीं होगा? बिकॉज एक ही डायरेक्शन में फॉलो करने हैं. जब आप किरचॉफ्स वोल्टेज लॉ इक्वेशन यूज करते हैं, आपको एक ही डायरेक्शन फॉलो करना होता है. तो आपने VI माइनस VA लिया है तो VA माइनस V0 ही लेना पड़ेगा, V0 ही लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? So that's why VA minus V0. So substitute here VA minus V0 and VA equal to 0 भी substitute करना है, right? So I'm writing this afterwards. So VC equal to आपको VA minus V0 substitute करना है. Now, as VA equal to 0 by virtual ground concept, सब्स्टिट्यूट करो दोनों जगह 0. क्या आएगा? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड VI अपॉन R इक्वल टू, ये C है, d dt ऑफ VA 0 करना है तो माइनस आएगा, तो d V0 बाई dt और विथ माइनस साइन. सो माइनस हमें यहाँ लेके जाना है बाहर, माइनस वी कैन टेक आउटसाइड. ऐसा आया इक्वेशन. नाउ व्हाट इज अवर एम? वी वांट टू कैलकुलेट इक्वेशन फॉर आउटपुट. सो आपको आउटपुट एक जगह रखना है. सो d V0 बाई dt आई एम टेकिंग ऑन वन साइड, राइट, और C है उसके साथ, माइनस आई एम टेकिंग अदर साइड. सो और ये C भी मुझे लेके जाना है इधर, तो इट विल गो टू डिनोमिनेटर. सो R इंटू C हो जाएगा विथ माइनस साइन. सो ये यहाँ आएगा माइनस VI अपॉन R इंटू C. C नीचे जाएगा, ये माइनस भी यहाँ जाएगा, बट माइनस वी कैन टेक अप आल्सो, राइट? ऐसा आएगा, राइट? Now I want to remove this d by dt because only v0 हमें चाहिए. To remove the derivative, we have to take integration. So integrating the whole equation, what we will get? यहाँ जाएगा integrating. ये d dt और integration कट जाएगा. So on left hand side only v naught will be there. So output we got. Right hand side ये constant है rc. So I can take it outside the integration sign. And integration of vi will be there only. And integration जब भी आता है आपको उसका dt लिखना पड़ेगा. With respect to t we are taking, right? d dt हमने हटाया. So ये integration vi dt आएगा. Okay. So now we got our equation of integrator circuit. Okay. From where we started? We have written current equation I equal to IC. दोनों करंट का हमने वैल्यू लिखा, इनपुट करंट और IC सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, VA इक्वल टू 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट किया एंड देन वी इंटीग्रेट करके आपको फाइनल इक्वेशन आया. Now we can see that R and C both are constant. So this quantity is constant quantity. So we can say that V naught is directly proportional to VI, integration of VI, right? So this circuit will act as integrator. Okay. So simple है, दो ही कंपोनेंट आपको चाहिए, एक R और एक C. ये टाइम कांस्टेंट आपको इसका रेट ऑफ टाइम कांस्टेंट, इट इज कॉल्ड एज टाइम कांस्टेंट RC. R into C product is called as time constant. So it will give you the rate of increase of voltage. Which voltage? Output voltage. आपका output voltage क्या रेट से बढ़ रहा है? That rate in second will be given by this constant. So you can easily set the rate of changing the value of this output voltage, either increment or decrement. So this way you can decide by what rate your output should increase or decrease. So very useful circuit. Okay. तो ये भी आप बना सकते हैं as a hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this circuit also can be chosen. इसमें आप थोड़ा modification कर सकते हैं because this is very basic circuit that we will see if you take physics next year. This was all about integrator circuit. So this is the rate of change of your that now this I discussed just now. This rate can be changed by changing the value of RC. If your RC time constant, for example, 1 microfarad and 1 mega ohm we have chosen, then the minus 1 upon RC will be minus 1, right? This product, mega means 10 raised to 6, right? So 1 into 10 raised to 6 mega ohm resistor will be there. I am calculating this minus 1 upon RC, right? And this is 1 microfarad. So 1 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So ये कट जाएगा, यहाँ minus है. So what will be your value? Minus 1. So what will be the change of this voltage from 0 volt to minus 1? With the help of this rate, you can show your output voltage change, right? The slope will be minus 1. If you choose the values as R equal to 100K instead of 1 mega, then your product will be minus 10, minus 1 upon RC will be minus 10 and the rate will slightly change. So पहले अगर ऐसा था तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, right? So there is change in rate of decrement of your voltage. इस तरह से आपको you can set your value, you can decide at what rate your output should change, just choosing the values of R and C. Okay. Now there is a critical frequency for this integrator. There is a formula for that, because not every time this circuit will, this is the basic circuit, this circuit will not give you integration. It will simply act as inverting amplifier. Okay, so there is a particular range of frequencies because we are applying AC input. AC input पे ही काम करेगा ये इंटीग्रेटर, DC को तो वो 0 ही देगा, राइट. सो रेंज ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसीज हमें AC में मिलेगा. So a particular range of frequency should be there. For that range of frequency, this circuit will act as integrator. So for that we have to modify the basic circuit. Basic circuit में एक R और एक C ही था, but modified circuit will have this another feedback resistor which is parallel, which is connected in parallel with this capacitor, so that this circuit will act as integrator. So there is a critical frequency FC, which is given by the equation. This is that critical frequency FC equal to 1/2 pi RF into C, where RF is that feedback resistor. This one, feedback resistor. Okay. RF is that feedback resistor. So both their product, they are in the denominator, and this equation of frequency is called as critical frequency. FC equal to 1/2 pi RFC. So below FC, your circuit will act as simply, yes, inverting amplifier. Why inverting amplifier? You can observe here. This is RF and this is your input resistor, and input is applied to inverting terminal. So this circuit is nothing but inverting amplifier. And if proper range of frequency is not there, if the input is below, input frequency is below cutoff frequency, then the circuit will act as inverting amplifier. Above FC, cutoff frequency, it will act as integrator. So this is important concept. Otherwise at a आप frequency आप एक sorry square wave apply कर रहे हैं, and that square wave is having frequency which is less than FC. Input frequency is less than critical frequency, then this will be inverting amplifier. This will not give you this one, triangular waveform. It will just give you inverted, मतलब यहाँ अगर आपका पहले पॉजिटिव है तो पहले नेगेटिव आएगा और ये इंक्रीज होगा because of the ratio RF upon R, right? That will be the gain of inverting amplifier. और खाली पॉजिटिव हाफ सेकंड नेगेटिव में चेंज होगा और ये वोल्टेज ज्यादा रहेगी, राइट? सो ऐसा ही आपको वेवफॉर्म देगा. इट विल नॉट चेंज योर वेवफॉर्म टू ट्रायंगुलर वेवफॉर्म. द ट्रायंगुलर वेवफॉर्म कब आएगा? जब आपका इनपुट फ्रीक्वेंसी is greater than critical frequency. Okay, so you have to first calculate critical frequency by choosing proper values of RF and C, and then see what is the critical frequency. Suppose it is 1000 ohm critical frequency, then your input frequency should be greater than 1 kilo ohm. above होना चाहिए 1 kilo ohm से ज्यादा. then only it will give you triangular waveform. Below उसके 1 किलो ओम के अगर नीचे होगा तो क्या देगा वो? Square waveform only, right? So this concept should be used properly in the construction of critical frequency, because at low frequency this capacitor will not give you charging. Okay, low frequency behavior of capacitor is different at low frequency and at high frequency, so you have to use it properly. Okay, now we will solve one problem and then we'll stop. This is our first problem, integrator. This is integrator circuit, basic integrator circuit. It shows the op-amp integrator and the square wave input is there. Find the output voltage. You know that now the output voltage is triangular waveform, right? But the values are there, so we have to calculate that value, right? So in our formula, what is our output equation? This is output equation, V naught equal to minus 1 upon RC integration of input dt. Sorry, R into C product we have to calculate. What is the value of R? You can observe 100 kilo ohm. What is the value of C? 10 microfarad. Substitute here, 100 kilo means 100 into 10 raised to 3. 10 micro means 10 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So that is to be taken into your calculation. Minus 6, right? So अभी यहाँ करेंगे 10 raised to power 4 हो जाएगा, सॉरी 5 हो जाएगा, 10 raised to power 2 यहाँ से, 10 raised to power 3 यहाँ से, टोटल हो जाएगा 10 raised to power 5, और ये है एक और 10, so 10 raised to power 6 हो जाएगा, और यहाँ हमारे पास 10 raised to power minus 6 भी है, तो ये तो कट गया, right? So only one remain there, and this is time constant, so second is its unit, so 1 second is the answer. किसका आंसर है? आरसी का. सो यू हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट हियर 1, सो माइनस 1 अपॉन 1 इज 1, तो माइनस रहेगा, और इंटीग्रेशन वी आई डी टी. नाउ वी कैन नॉट सब्स्टिट्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ वी आई. ओके, तो ये ऐसे ही रखना है. एसी के लिए आपको इतना ही इक्वेशन निकालना है. स्क्वायर वेव का हम कुछ साइन वगैरह कुछ नहीं लिख सकते, अदरवाइज साइन वेवफॉर्म का इक्वेशन आप लिख सकते हैं, 3 साइन ओमेगा टी, ऐसा इक्वेशन लिख सकते हैं. इसका नहीं लिख सकते, इसको ऐसे ही रखो, राइट? अभी इसको व्हाट आउटपुट वी शुड गेट, वो कैसे निकालते हैं? लेट अस सी. क्लियर? Now when we integrate a constant, we get a straight line. Integration of constant is mathematically straight line. But अभी हमें straight line तो मिल जाएगा when any constant come, because हमारा input is square waveform which is having some constant value. For example here 1, 5 volt नहीं है, अभी 1 volt है, 1 volt, and here it is minus 1, and this is our central line 0. Okay, so our input is plus 1 and minus 1, इसके बीच में है. एक बार वो 1 volt रहेगा, अगली बार minus 1, again 1 volt and then minus 1. So it is constant voltage for some time. यहाँ से यहाँ जो टाइम इंटरवल है t on, for it is constant. t off के लिए another constant minus 1. okay, so ये माइनस साइन है, तो पहला जो पॉजिटिव वोल्टेज है वो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. so आपका जो आउटपुट वोल्टेज है, it changes, it takes the values from 0 to minus 1 constant. straight line from 0 to minus 1, because आपका इनपुट कितना आया? minus 1 आया था, राइट? आउटपुट आपका minus 1 आएगा, because of this 1, ये माइनस हो गया, राइट? so it will change. In other words, when input voltage is constant, the output is a linear ramp or straight line. So therefore the integration of the square wave results in the triangular wave. ये जो आपको दिखाया है, that is the result of this concept, that integration of constant value is a ramp, right? And derivative of constant is 0. Derivative जब आएगा differentiator तब that time I will explain, right? So that's why we are getting the ramp here with constant rate. Since the input of the integrator is applied to the inverting input, the output of the circuit will be 180 degree out of the phase with the input. That's why the output is below this 0, negative आएगा, right? That is the reason, that's why we are getting our output here below the ground line. Okay, so just only you have to draw here and explain why you are getting this triangular waveform when the input is square waveform. Okay, I will stop over here.